A death-defying story of survival in Riggins after a Star woman drove her car off the side of a cliff late at night. I'm your Star Neighborhood reporter Alexander Huddleston with Nicole Opper's experience and what she considers the most traumatic night of her life, spending 12 hours severely injured and stuck on the side of a riverbank.
No, I never lost hope. I was scared, yeah, but I was in survival mode.
33-year-old Nicole Opper was heading back to Star after visiting a friend in northern Idaho earlier this month. She stopped for the night in Riggins, where she planned to camp in her car up Big Salmon Road. But when she realized she left her purse at a restaurant in town, she turned around 9 p.m., and that's when things took a turn for the worst.
Corner came up on me too fast. I overcorrected and hit that barrier, the guardrail, and everything kind of went black there.
Nicole's car ended up plunging backwards down the side of a cliff. Opper says when she woke up, she tried to get out of the car.
I couldn't get my door open, and I just climbed through the window. And that side of the hill was so soft, I just slid down it. And I tried a few times to climb back up and push myself up, and I couldn't.
Nicole had several serious injuries: a broken clavicle, 8 broken ribs, a fractured femur and vertebrae, and a partially collapsed lung.
You know, I was hollering all night, trying to get people's attention. I was watching cars drive by, and finally I heard a car door.
Around 8:30 the next morning, Ashlyn Carlson was driving with her daughter when she noticed something off.
And for some reason, my daughter and I hopped out and we're like checking out the skid marks in the road. And then she calls up to us and there's no cell phone service. So I was like, okay, I know I got to go get cell phone service. So we'll be right back.
Feeling came over me of like, okay, someone knows I'm here.
Ashlyn called 911 and also her sister-in-law, who brought a med bag to render first aid until paramedics arrived. Getting Nicole up the hill wasn't going to happen. So one local offered up his boat, getting Nicole down the river, where she was eventually flown to a hospital. Days later, Nicole's father and brother drove to the crash site, where they met the men and women who helped save Nicole's life.
Yeah, I have reached out to every single one.
I know it was very eye-opening and probably hard on some of them, and you know, I appreciate it. Excuse me.
You're good.
You know, it's a huge part of why I'm here.
To help pay for the many medical expenses, a GoFundMe has been set up in Nicole's name. Nicole says she loves being in the outdoors and looks forward to the future when her injuries heal, allowing her to get back out doing what she loves. I'm your neighborhood reporter Alexander Huddleston for Idaho News 6.